shoulders, knees, toes, head, shoulders, knees, touch your toes.
What up, guys? Welcome back to Kicking It with Kesha. My name is Kesha Carter-Belehu, and it has been a long time since I have sat and had a conversation with you guys. I tried to catch you up on a little bit 2 weeks ago, and I said I was going to try to put out a video every week, every 2 weeks. So this is my attempt to keep y'all updated because so much has gone on, and I miss you guys so much. Let's dive into a big controversy about gender reveals and gender reveal disappointments and gender reveal excitements. So I do feel like everybody is entitled to feel how they feel about their gender reveal. You could not have told me that this baby inside of me was a girl, and I believed you until that pink smoke came out. You know what? This was my reaction. Just watch here.
3 and kid. All right, it's going down.
Okay, so let me first tell you why that was my reaction. I believed in my heart that this was a boy. I just knew it was a boy. There are different aspects of reasons why I knew it was a boy. I just knew it was a boy. And let me tell y'all, do not believe the myths and the theories of different symptoms line up with the gender of your baby. They're false. They're all wrong. They make no sense. I didn't have any morning sickness. I had increased hunger. What else? I felt like I was showing low. Apparently I was showing high. Maybe it was because I'm looking at the top and everybody's looking, directly at me or whatever the case may be. But and multiple other things, like boys make you super tired and girls give you energy. Girls take your beauty and boys take your body or something of that nature. It's all lies. It's all lies. Because as you can see, when that pink smoke came out, I wasn't in shambles. I was in shock. That reaction, and because I know my daughter will see this one day. It wasn't because I was angry. That reaction that I had was a reaction of fear. And this is an absolute transparent conversation with you guys. I did not practice this conversation in the mirror. I'm telling you guys exactly what happened after it happened, but this is, very transparent conversation. I wanted a boy for the silly reason, to sum it all up, for the silly reason of I thought parenting would be easier as a mom if I had a boy. And I told one of our family friends that, shout out to Mrs. Fannin. I told Mrs. Fannin that, and she laughed. Oh, she laughed from the deepest part of her belly. She laughed at me. And she was like, now why in the world would you think having a boy would be easier? And it wasn't until 17 hours later, after the gender reveal, that I fully accepted that I was having a girl. And it was through prayer and deep conversation with God. It was me and God in the shower. I was crying tears of fear. I was scared. And I'm going to get to that in a second. But first, before I get to that, don't judge anybody's reaction at their gender reveal. Because just because you would have responded a certain way does not mean they should have responded a certain way, or you should respond a certain way when it's your chance to have a gender reveal. Gender reveals are, a new little thing with, the expected parents within the past, decade, and they're fun, they're exciting, but also they can lead to a lot of disappointment. And some people don't know how to hide their disappointment. And then with social media and things being videoed, usually the gender reveals that go viral are the ones that are shockingly disappointment actions, like flipping over the cake, or kicking the balloon that came out blue because they wanted a girl, or like it gets destructive, or they start cussing everybody out or putting people out like Martin. Because I knew my position in social media as a diabetic advocacy influencer and as a comedian, I knew that my people were waiting on my reaction. And before the gender reveal, I'm not gonna lie to you, I told the entire crowd that was present at the gender reveal and everybody that was watching through Zoom, I said, hey, regardless of the color that comes out of this pumpkin, I need it to be a celebration of surprise. Okay? So anywho, yeah, I told everybody in the crowd, I was like, hey y'all, give me a celebration. Like, regardless of whether it is what you thought it was gonna be, what you didn't think it was gonna be, give the same celebratory, woo, excitement, yay! Like, give that. And everybody they followed instructions. Everybody followed instructions except for me, actually. I didn't even follow my own instructions because I'm telling y'all, with my chest, I knew this baby was a boy. With my chest, so I knew this baby was a boy so hard that I didn't have a middle name picked out for a female. We had first names. And obviously the last name was going to be our, my married name, my husband's last name, because we share a last name. So, of course, we were all going to have the same last name. But we just had a first name picked out for the girl. And for the boy, we had a first, middle, and last, because I knew. No questions asked. I already know this smoke about to be blue. Baby, that smoke was pink and my chest fell through my butt. I was scared. Like I said, that reaction was fear. And okay, so let me get into why it was fear. After a long conversation, and it was a good shower cry, like, because everybody kept saying, "Oh, you'll get over it. You need to get over it. You'll get over it. You need to get over it. Don't tell me what I need to get over. Let me process what I'm feeling." And that's not even just with a gender reveal. Stop telling people what to get over just because you would handle certain situations differently. Everybody is not you. Okay? Let people process what they're going to feel so that they can move forward and figure out how they can move forward in the best manner. And I was getting so annoyed because everybody was like, you just need to be okay. And you need to just accept that you're having a daughter. There's nothing you can do to change it. And you need to be happy. And this, and that, and that, and that. And they were taking no regard for what I actually felt. And I didn't even know what I felt. I just knew that I was scared to have a daughter. I just knew I was scared to have a daughter. And it wasn't until 17 hours later that I had a full conversation with God in the shower. And that was the night of the gender reveal. 17 hours later, the night of the gender reveal. I'm in the shower and I'm washing my body, and I'm praying. And I'm like, God, why do I feel this heaviness about, the gender of my child being a girl? And it was then that I realized I felt that heaviness. I felt that heaviness because there were things that I needed to be protected from as a young girl. Starting from being formed in the womb as a embryo, as a, in the baby developmental process, and on through life. There were things that I needed to be protected from that I was not protected from. And I will go into those many things later. But right now we're talking about the gender. So I was scared to have a daughter. I realized I was scared to have a daughter out of the realization of that I was not protected the way I should have been protected. And the fear of it was me not being able to protect my daughter the way that I should have been protected. And when I tell y'all that realization smacked me in the chest in the shower, I was a ball of tears. And a ball of why, God, and why would you do this to me? Like, why would you give me a daughter? And it was in that moment. Now, granted, not sure how spiritual y'all are. Not sure how religious y'all are. I'm a very spiritual person. So me, God, my higher self, my lower self, all versions of myself, between high and low, I have conversations all the time, and I get confirmations from my ancestors and those that love me that have passed, and confirmations from God, and confirmations from my higher self and my spirituality that let me know that I am going to be the best mom ever. And I know many of y'all got the best mom ever. I get it. I'm gonna be on that list of the best moms ever, because of the things that I've been through and how I've handled it and how I've navigated through life. I usually don't give myself enough credit. And I think sitting here having this honest conversation with you guys, I'm getting to feel and realize that I should give myself a lot of credit for overcoming the obstacles that I have overcome to be able to realize that I can be the best mother I can be, to make sure I don't make those mistakes with my own daughter. And I'm telling y'all, I stood in that shower, y'all, and I cried. Oh, I cried so hard. And it was like, y'all would have thought I was pitiful, okay? Y'all would have been like, Kesha, please. But don't Kesha please me, because when you have certain issues that you just feel like, not even technically complaining, it's just to cry out to God, like, like it was a conversation, like, why me? Like, why me? And God was like, because I built you for it. Like, this is one of the many things that I've built you to be an example for. Not just to be a diabetic advocate, not just to be funny on stage, not just to be an all-around entertainer, not just to be, one of the most respected flight attendants in the aviation industry. Not just to be, all of these things. That's on the list to be. And it was a realization that I'm having a daughter to make sure that I protect her how I was supposed to be protected. And the one question I asked God after, was why would you give me this responsibility? Because in my head, I underestimated myself, and I shouldn't have. But I learned, and I'm giving myself more credit, because the Bible does say that God doesn't put more on you than you can handle. And I was standing there like, you really must believe that I am strong if I can handle such responsibility as a daughter. I feel like sons are big responsibilities for fathers, and daughters are big responsibilities for mothers, as far as being the example of what a what a mother looks like. Not to say that I wouldn't have been a great example to my son about what a mother looks like, but if you I'm pretty sure y'all get what I'm saying. And if you don't, hey, say it in the comments. We can have a conversation. It's cool. I'm open. Y'all know me. And even if you don't, we can have a conversation to get to know each other. It was just a heavy feeling of, you really think I'm strong enough to handle a daughter? And God was like, yes, I do, and you need to believe it, because I do. I wouldn't put more on you than you can bear, so why are you doubting yourself? And it was like, I wasn't doubting myself. It was just, I wanted the easy way out with a son. And that wasn't the easy way out, Kesha. That wasn't the easy way out. And so, after the shower cry, and after me fully accepting, that full conversation between me, God, and my higher self in the shower, I got in the shower with so much joy and preparedness, and are ready to be on the road to be prepared for my baby girl. I am elated to be a mom to a daughter. I am absolutely elated. Yeah. Me and baby B are going to be a close of a duo. I'm going to be able to make sure, I'm not going to be able to, I am making sure that along with the therapy that I've already been in, that I want to continue therapy so that my daughter doesn't get an unhealed parent. I don't want my daughter to receive a broken mom. When there are things that I can fix before she gets here, and have been working on fixing, to make sure my mental, physical, spiritual, physical, financial, all aspects are in line before she gets her as close to being in line as they can, because no parent is perfect, and no parent is perfect, and I'm making sure that I put the pressure on my own self. What was that? Oh, it was just my bracelet. I'm making sure I put the pressure on my own self to be the best parent I can be. And I may have downfalls, and I may fall and may not get some things right, but I do want to make sure I have an open door policy with my daughter. And it's not stay in the child's place. Like I was told, it's an open door policy. Like, hey, come sit and tell me how you're feeling. Because I'm pretty sure if majority of us were able to have open door policies with our parents without them being offended, or thinking we were being disrespectful for stating our feelings, then I'm pretty sure a lot of us wouldn't have the certain issues that probably do need therapy. Because I know I have a few of them. But that's just one of the many things in cultural upbringing. And then biologically, that's a lot too, but that's another story for another day. But yeah, I was scared to have a daughter. Not gonna lie to you. I was scared shitless. And crazy, because one of my pregnancy issues was constipation. Okay? I was scared shitless to have a daughter. I'm not anymore. I am elated that Baby B is coming. We call her Baby B because we haven't announced her name yet. But when we do, you guys will know it. We will show her. We're not going to hide the baby, but we will, introduce her to the world when we are ready. I already said I don't want any hospital photos of my baby online or being passed around in like group chats, family group chats, rah, rah, rah. Because one, not everybody that is able to receive news about you is happy for you. And I'm trying to keep all negativity away from my child. As well as me and my husband, we personally don't like the hospital photos, like the fresh hospital photos of baby before they thaw out all the way. They be looking like their skin be looking like, little chicken wing skin. Before you wash it and, bake it or fry it or something. Like when you pull it out the plastic at the grocery store. I don't like that. It look like raw, like, I don't know. Maybe that's just my imagination, probably. Don't be disappointed in me. I'm just saying, I just don't like it. So we're going to have a professional photo shoot done for her baby face announcement to let the world see her. But we will figure out a way to show her to you guys to let you know she made it safely into this world. Wishing all the mummies out there safe delivery, safe delivery, and an amazing experience. And if you have any gender reveal conversations, drop it below. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, and hit up my other social media channels. I'm on, hit up my other social media channels. I'm on TikTok. We're going to try this again. Take 3. Hit up my other social media channels. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at InstaKeish, and Facebook, Kesha Carter Belehu, or my fan page on Facebook, Kicking It With Keish. Whichever one. There are links below. I love you guys. Can't wait to sit and talk to you more. We're going to talk about, gestational diabetes versus type 1 diabetes while pregnant, and, more funny stuff, because that's just what I do. I like to keep y'all laughing. But whatever. I love you guys. You're watching Kicking It With Keish. My name is Kesha Carter Belehu. We've kicked it. Bye, guys.